Hi everyone, I'm Nick Altmeyer with linkinglewiscounty.com, filling in today for Rebecca. And on today's episode of Hear All About It, we have Marylynn Fager joining us. And Marylynn's here to talk about the Diabetes Prevention Program at Lewis County Public Health. So welcome, Marylynn. Glad to have you here today. Yep. Okay, so you're a public health specialist, and kind of one of your tasks at public health is you help oversee the diabetes prevention program.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys have a new class starting very, very soon. So why don't we tell people a little bit about the diabetes prevention class?
Sure. It's a lifestyle change class, so for that reason, the whole layout of the class is to get you into the habit of this new lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And we have, in the beginning, weekly meetings for the first 16 weeks. And after that, we have meetings twice a month. And then eventually we taper off to once a month so that people can maintain the progress that they've already made. And it goes on for a year, and they get support from their peers in the class and really become quite close with the people that they're seeing mm-hmm. on a weekly basis. And they learn a lot from each other, and it's just a really great way to make those changes and prevent diabetes.
So it's not only an educational program, but it's a good support group because you're working with other people kind of in the same situation as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. So this program, like you said, is a year long, so it kind of requires a commitment from the people that are looking to participate in it. I know you told me before that this is the 22nd group that you'll be starting, so you guys have had a lot of success with this program in the past. So what kind of commitments are people looking into? Like, how long are your meetings when you meet together once a week?
So our meetings are an hour.
Okay.
And they're pretty casual. Right now there's a class meeting from 5 to 6 on Wednesday, once a month. And everyone shows up and they're happy to see each other, and then we sit down and do the class, and it's informal. It's just mm-hmm. a comfortable place to be and to make those changes so that they're not getting diabetes.
Okay. So this program, and there are other programs for diabetics and things like that, but this
yes.
program is specifically for pre-diabetics, so kind of assessing your risk for diabetes and things like that. So how would somebody go about finding out if they're pre-diabetic or have a tendency, or maybe some kind of family history or something like that with diabetes?
Right. So diabetes is a tricky one because I've been reading up on it, and 1 in 3 people is pre-diabetic right now, and 90% of those people don't know it.
Okay.
So that's a pretty staggering statistic, especially the fact that we don't know it. The warning signs are so varied and diverse that it's hard to figure it out. Mm-hmm. Of course, there's the genetic thing. If someone in your family has it, then you're more likely, but it's not always that way. So blood tests through the doctor are mm-hmm. a good way to find out. Or also at lewiscounty.org, we have a risk test where people can sit down. It takes 2 minutes, mm-hmm. and they can fill out the test and find out what kind of risk they're at.
And it's like a handful of simple questions
yeah.
that you just go through and answer.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the assessment that you guys use to enroll people into this pre-diabetic program?
Yes. So according to the score on the risk test, or according to their blood test results from a doctor, they would qualify for this free class.
Okay. And I was just going to mention, and you just said it, so there's no charge for the class, and it is free to anyone that's willing to participate.
Yeah, there's currently no charge at all.
Okay. And you guys, so there's no specific date set for the beginning of class for this new group. I think you said you needed a minimum amount of people to sign up first. But you're expecting that it would, as soon as you reach that minimum requirement, you would start out pretty soon here?
Yes, we're all set to go, and we have some people ready to go too that are excited to start, but we just need a few more people. And as soon as we get, we're looking for about 12 people.
Okay.
As soon as we get the 12, we'll start within a week probably.
Okay.
So, and from there we'll still have some continuing classes. If right now you're in the middle of maple sugar season and you can't do
mm-hmm.
it right now, don't worry. In a couple of months we'll have another group.
And this is usually an evening class?
It can be now.
Or depending on the group and
yeah,
what
it
works
depends
best
on what's
for the, yeah.
what's convenient for them. So if you have a place, a location where you can gather a group of 12 people and they can make the commitment to meet once a week in the beginning, and then once a month later for a year, we'd be happy to come to whatever location within Lewis County and offer this class.
Mm-hmm. And I know you said before that things got a little off track during COVID, so this is your first class since COVID. But
Right.
prior to COVID, even though this is a year-long program, you guys were staggering them out every few months. So if you didn't get enrolled in the program and you were still interested, you could kind of wait a couple of months and a new program would be starting. So I think you mentioned that's kind of what your plan is going forward as well.
Right, that's the plan. We've been visiting doctors' offices and letting them know that the program started back up.
Mm-hmm.
And so we assume that they'll be giving referrals quickly too.
Right.
And in the past, we've always had a waiting list, so we
Right.
expect that will happen again. We do have backup plans in mind in case we, for some reason, have to go virtual and that sort of stuff. If we need to, we can do that. But we really are hoping that everyone can get together as a group and really get to know each other and build that support system that
Right.
we need.
Right. So once again, if this sounds like a program meant for you, but you just can't fit it in with this group, there might be other groups, and I'm sure you'll come back in when you guys are starting new groups.
Well, we may not even need to by then, I hope, because I hope
that's
we'll have a
true.
huge list of people once the word gets out.
Right. So this first group that you're trying to get up and running right now, I think you mentioned they're going to be meeting at the Lewis County Education Center, which is over on the East Road.
Right.
That's going to be their meeting location for this group.
Right, and our time that we've planned so far is Tuesday at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And in general, that's always worked in the past. If we find out that doesn't work for this group of people, we're very flexible.
Okay. And are there any kind of materials or anything like that people need like prior to the program? Or
Nope, we provide everything.
Okay. So you just show up each week and okay. So kind of walk us through what the class is like. Like what do people do during the class? Like what kind of I'm sure that it's a lot based on education, about prediabetes and
Sure.
things like that.
So it's a lot about diet, but we don't want to, it's not like we're going to go on a keto diet or something. We're talking about what's practical for you. How can you adjust your lifestyle and make a real lifestyle change that you can keep doing for the rest of your life, that you can maintain. There is the goal of losing weight. There's also the goal of being active and moving. So it's about exercise and diet and finding that balance in your life for what's realistic for you.
Right. All right. Well, I think that kind of covers, once again, anybody that's interested in the program. You can go online at lewiscounty.org, and we'll kind of throw up the link to the website where you can take the assessment.
Right.
You can also call Public
me.
Health.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's at 315-376-5453.
Okay. And like you said, you've got some people in the pool already, and you're
Yes.
looking for some more to fill up the class. So
Exactly.
anyone that's interested in this should probably reach out to you within the next week or so, or the class might be filled at that point.
Yes, that's what we're hoping, but we will have another one.
Okay.
So do reach out.
Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
I don't think so. We're just really excited to be back at this again and have life back to normal again.
All right. Well, once again, that's the diabetes prevention program put on by Lewis County Public Health. And anyone that has any questions, feel free to give Marylynn a call. Thanks for stopping in today.
Thanks so much, Nick.
All right. Have a great day.